Currently with a slight gold lead just from laning advantages that they picked up for themselves as Carrier puts down a ward, gets the good news that Morgan has no idea what's going on. Willa comes on over, he's trying to scan things out, but Morgan's going to have to play very defensively here. We'll see whether he does actually blade search forward or look for some of this CS as Carrier now searching for the hook, finds the play first, end of the line comes on in, and that is a very dead Aurelia. And
set my heart afire.
Correct. There's Gamushi looking for Vista here underneath the turret. The flash gets it out of the way of the hook as Vista's looking to keep himself alive. Ona now in trouble as Death turns up once again. He gets exhausted immediately. Vista, what the heck was that? Unbelievable play from the Humble Life off the river. There's the line. Vigil to come down. Morgan could be in trouble here. Flashes the hook. Not quite long enough. Great double stun there from Morgan. But they are still going to be able to get pressure onto this turret. T1 wanting to grab that as now Vista looking to come round once again. There's the ulti to come through for Morgan. Only one person can take that lantern, and now Canna could be in trouble. He's down so low and trying to get the damage out as Death finishes him off in the end. Morgan likely to fall as well. It's 2 for 1 so far for T1. And Humble Life Esports now forced to leave. Flash comes out from Chovy. That's one that he stole away. As T1 are on the wrong side of this Drake, but now with the man advantage.
Not over just yet. They keep looking.
I mean, this is so risky for Humble Life Esports here. Parkouring his way in. There's the Shockwave ball delivery system here, and Vista, he's going to go golden for a little while. Stands beside Willa, keeps himself alive for the moment. As Ona, below half health, great hook to come through from Carrier, but there is another stopwatch from this team. Of course, Willa, no way out. Wasn't going to invest the flash, as it turns out, as another bubble lands, but I think the T1 have finally won the fight. What do you think, Sean?
This is the most Chovy-like esports scenario that you can imagine, as he's sitting back with mostly full health on the Zoe, trying to hit these pot shots while everyone else is blocking it. They're coming back in.
Does Death have ultimate? No, he doesn't. As Ona could be in trouble here. One last auto. It's actually going to be the Zoe that
picture he got in. Yeah, definitely looked like that. And that's one of those things that you can do as Orion that's so strong against Jinzhao and the Aurelia, and of course the Braum in this very rare circumstance where you can actually pull it off. It's actually pull people out of their cages. It's now coming in trouble.
Yeah, kind of looking for the dive right underneath his turret. He had it.
But it wanted to re-engage. If you weren't able to, it might go in here.
Take a look for the Shockwave. Finds it onto Willa there pretty comfortably as the ulti comes through to keep the Zigzag alive, but it's not going to work for long enough. The Gold Drinker certainly working out quite nicely, but it is already massively ahead.
Yeah, they're already so far ahead. You don't have a jungler anymore as Humble Life Esports. 100% you can take this. I don't like this. A mistake to challenge.
Yeah, well, Carrier finds yet another hook, but there's no backup. There's now Morgan looking to get in there. Does dive into the back of the pit. There's Humble looking for more. The Baron does go over to T1, but can they keep themselves alive? Will any of these Barons make it out of the pit? As Guma is about to say yes. The bullet time not finding the value they were looking for, but the bubble will now connect. And Chovy's going to find the paddle star there as well. So Ona has been taken down. 2 Barons remain on both sides of the map belongs to T1. As okay, Ona going to take a little bit of a nap here, but he's just so tanky. Willa can't say the same thing as Morgan looks for some stuns, but he's not going to quite find them. The Crescent Guard looks to try and keep Willa alive, but it isn't going to be enough as Cannon's going to get knocked up, and then he's just disengaged from Hanwha. Another dive in so much control as Hanwha trying to do their very best to defend their base, but 2 inhibitors go down. 3-man Shockwave just found out of nowhere from Faker as Willa, the only way that he can go is forward. Here's Zhao. This kid has not changed, and T1, they're looking to end it all right here, right now, as Morgan very low as well, trying to defend that one Nexus turret. Vista being a valiant defender, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Nexus turrets just melt at the hands of Gamushi's Crescendum. The Nexus going to follow suit, and T1, all business.
Coming through top side here.
That's the second teleport to come on in. Faker, no flash available, but now has full health once again. As Morgan, he can blast code over, but the information is now there from T1. They know that this isn't going to work out as Ona is going to steal away the Rift Herald. Now Morgan diving on in immediately. He gets exhausted. Canna looking for Willa on the backline, but has he overextended? It's a question. Morgan staying alive for so long, and first blood goes to Faker. Chovy gets smashed into the wall at the back of Shelly's pit, but does make his way out. Gumayushi trying to get him as they're not going to fall for that funny business. It's a double kill for Faker. T1.
Find any damage, and it's just not realistic.
Well, the rest of the team coming on over. Shirley's down very, very low as it's the flash on forward to get things started, but Willa just throws his life away in the end. Canna, yep, pretty immune right now as Vista looking to try and get his way out. Oh, not quite able to land the passive just there as the piercing arrow does a lot of work. Canna eventually, with the help of a few dots, is able to take down the Nautilus. As over the wall goes Chovy and into the death chamber with him as Morgan as well trying to walk his way out. T1 extraordinarily far ahead right now, 5-0 in the kill. Shirley steps up and they're looking to break down this turret as Canada's standing in, getting a bit of his thumbs up out there. And this could just be two turrets. This represents, right? This represents T1 tidying up their gameplay so much more, as this was a 5-game series. Is now Canna looking to try and get more done. Gumiushi, a massive ulti in the backline. The Varus just dies. I didn't even see what he got hit by. It just gets completely obliterated.
Baby coming through.
It was just needled. He was just needled as Canna is just so extraordinarily strong right now. Willa trying to get away, but he's not going to be able to. Gets the thumbs up, and Canna is indeed unstoppable.
And this is giving me flashbacks to what we saw, as he might still get popped here.
Well, we'll see how immune he's going to be. We're going to try and cut down the crocodile. It's going to be difficult, but does still have his circle available. Yeah, exactly. T1, they can just go over and grab it. And yes, congratulations, Humble Esports. You do have yourselves a Baron. But Faker is going to come through and try and do a 1v2. Ults himself, gets a bit of extra damage down there, but Faker should still die. But no, able to walk really, really rough. They're going to fight for this blue buff. It is going to be secured there by Chovy, so at least there's that. And now Owner actually in a bit of trouble. He's going to flash his way out. Faker there to follow up, though, as he dives on forward with that Ring of Frost. Still has the ultimate. Also has a Zonia's as well, as Faker actually going to fall here. He'd already used that Frozen Tomb, so unfortunately no option to have that one. It's a 1-for-1 thus far. Still,
Too much vision here for T1 that Humble Esports had to push through.
It's going to rush it down. Morgan can dive on over the side. Steadfast presence is going to be there, and the Poppy locks down the Baron. Now can they win the fight, though, as they immediately just run over Chovy. And with Chovy dead, there is nothing left. It's a triple kill for Gumiushi, and Def finds himself alone. I think this is the end for Humble Esports in game number 2. As Deft not going to be able to cleanse again, and that's going to be the ace given over. T1 storm down the mid lane in an extraordinarily dominant first 2 games. They'll bring themselves to match point.
They've neutered Deft in the early game. They prevented Chovy from getting a lead back-to-back, game after game here. Chovy's not able to carry. He's not able to pop off. Morgan not getting ahead. And these early games
getting way ahead of ourselves, because this series isn't even over yet. And Shirley's now getting taken down. T1, let's see whether they can win this battle. Grabbing him comes on out. Chains of Corruption are going to be the answer, so that means Hanwha should be able to get Shirley, but the Moonlight Vigil comes down. That's stolen away, though. Owner actually diving forward. Faker using his ult to make sure no one can get out. Deft going to be the first victim. That's another one to go down as well, as unfortunately Will is not going to be able to Ragnarok that, and Chovy's still alive. Morgan is his only teammate that's also there, and unfortunately, it's not for too much longer. He needs to try and get through both Canna and Faker. Okay, fight's continuing to erupt here. The flash has to come through because the return of the break was going to be enough to get rid of Chovy, and he's getting closed in upon. Carrier actually gets it with the edge of the hook.
Have any vision on the Baron. They know what's being done, though. They're going to go through this choke point.
Yeah, some scary guns on Gumiushi as well, as the ult comes forward from Vista, trying to start this one off in their favor. It's not the steal, and it's just a dead Willa to start this one off, but at least Morgan dives on forward, takes out Faker, tries to drive by, but it's not going to work. Deft now going to be the focus. It's Gumiushi. That's so many chakrams. He is terrifying on this Aphelios. Vista going to get taken down, and now Owner parkours his way into this top lane. Deft a sitting duck right now, and it's the double kill to come through from the T1 jungler, and that, I think, was the last gasp from Humble. Up here is Humble. They don't even get towards the pit. The Baron is secured. Willa now down extraordinarily low. It says he's unstoppable, but it's looking pretty stoppable right now. It's Gumiushi's dominating as he takes down the jungler. Hanwha now running for the hills as quickly as possible. Decent disengage ult from Vista as Chovy dives into the back line. Gets exhausted though straight away. Morgan with the dominance gets on top of Gumiushi, but there's so much peel and he is going to be okay. Lantern thrown out for Faker as Chovy flashes himself out of the way. Morgan doing the same thing as Owner goes golden. Vista and Deft still alive for the moment, but the talent has found the Varus, and yes, the base is being only one left remaining, but Nexus turrets aren't going to be here, and T1, they are just looking to end this game right here and put Harmolife Esports out of their misery. Canna was staying there for quite some time, but honestly, he probably can, as the rest of T1 are going to turn up.
This game would have already been over if Faker was actually able to finish his teleport. He was teleporting to the bot side wave, but Chovy interrupted him. It doesn't even matter though.
It's heroic, but it's not going to matter. T1 will 3-0 Harmolife Esports. They wanted to do this in the World's Gauntlet. Thankfully, they got a second try, and damn, second time was the charm.
T1 advanced to the semi